We're recording. All right. I'm looking a bit tired. Man, I'm looking a bit tired. Okay, which I partially am. Had a long early work, and I'm still sore from my workout a couple days ago. So it's kicking in. That lactic acid is setting in. We're gonna get this motherfucker popping. But before we do, we're gonna set the vibrations right. Unk and Maat. Alright, Unk and Maat. Unk and Maat. Ojad Sineb. Alright, Eating Team Hatep. Alright, to the African diaspora. Alright, so you see what the title of this video is. Alright, before I go into the second portion of the video, I don't want to be long-winded with this, but it's gonna be very informative. All right, so it may be long-winded. But I'm gonna try to keep this under 20 minutes. All right. So I'm gonna go back real quickly and talk about, for the first half of this video, what I talked about in my last video. If you have not watched my last video, please check out Interation Soular Commingling. Alright, intercommingling. Solar intercommingling. Alright? So particularly I want to talk about, on this first half of this video, the distinguishment for those who could not hear or really understood what I was saying. I'm going to make more emphasis right here, right now. I'm going to explicate more. Deeper, I should say, excuse me. So, there is a difference between having a soul and having a spirit. But first, you have to understand what melanin is. And real quickly, I'm going to go over what melanin is. I think I'm going to make a video explicating what melanin is. I think I'm going to do that. Alright, got it. So, melanin is basically condensed sunlight. When you go outside, right, on a very hot day like it was a couple of days ago, or maybe, matter of fact, yesterday over here it was like 95 some odd degrees. Okay, you go outside, you get your nice tan on, right? You come back in the house, you darker than you was prior to being exposed to the sunlight. That's because you're activating your melanin, right? All right. So, if you look at the chemical properties, or the chemical properties of melanin and chlorophyll in plants, they're very the same. There's a slight difference in the molecule structure by maybe one or two molecules, or elements. That's it. All right. We are plants, and plants are us. We is them are us. Okay. So we're all one and the same. All right. So this is partially why in Kemet, or for you newbies, all right, in Greek, Egypt, right, you will see depiction of a Sar, okay, as being green, because he is associated with Geb, the earth, fertility, right? The third, or the Mdu Netta deity principle that we have for fertility is Min, M-I-N. All right, Min is associated with fertility. Then on down the line, you get the Apis bull, which is the bull is representative of fertility for men and for women, right, as well, right? So there's two sides of this whole soul concept, right? One is melanin controls everything that we do. Where do we get the melanin from? We get it from sky. In Kemet, we refer to sky as Newt. Okay? In Newt, okay? If you type in Google Newt and Geb, you see Newt as the sky, as alright, hovering over or U-shaped over Geb, the earth. Notice Geb is flat. Okay, for all you flat earth and round earth motherfuckers out there. Okay, this is what our ancestors said. Okay, so Newt is held up by Shu. Okay, so if you look closely in Newt, within her body, the stars. Yes, the literal representation is the stars, but the flip side of the coin of that is this. What we call what's in the sky, the souls in the sky, is Ka, right? Because Ka means the entire collection of African ancestors. That's what the Ka is, okay? And Ba is your soul, your individualized soul. Ka is a collection of African ancestors, right? In the solar plane, or in the solar plane. I'm gonna say it like that. Ba is your individualized soul. Sahu means ancestors. All right, so remember that. So with the Ka, or as the Talmud names the Ka or the sky, cosmos. This is where you get cosmos or cosmic or cosmology from. Ka, you hear, even though it's spelled C-O-S, C-O, the pronunciation is K-A, cosmos. Okay, all right. So what's in the Ka is what science calls dark matter, because they really can't explain it. But what's really out there is carbon. So melanin has a chemical property of carbon, which makes sense, which really makes sense. If you look at the chemical properties, right? If you Google, research the chemical, or fact check me, the physical, the chemical properties of melanin and chlorophyll is CH. It's carbon and hydrogen, and I think, and I'm not mistaken, there's one more, and I think it's nitrogen. All right. So that's what's out there. That's what's governing the universe. Melanin is intelligent. All right, it's an intelligent molecule. It's an intelligent element. How do I know this? Well, every single day, there's different universes, different galaxies, planets, stars are being aligned, and it's being created and destroyed every single day. All right, and it has no type, and it is not codependent on anything. So it's a living organism that is not codependent on anything. So it runs by itself, automatic. We call that automatic, right? So with melanin being intelligent, it governs us as much as it governs the Ka, right? As also science and Talmud calls space, okay? As much as it governs space, right? It governs us. How do it govern us? Melanin governs us by the way we eat, the way we think, the way we drink, the way we talk, the way we touch, feel, taste, see, sight, and hear, right? Also, it governs the way we move, the way we breathe, the way we dance, okay? All of that. But most importantly, melanin governs the way we behave. It governs the way we behave. It brings order to us. It brings that Mayat principle to us. One of the attributes of Mayat, right, the scales, right, is order. Okay, it's order. All right, so it creates that order for us. We call that being civilized. Okay, which is why our ancestors, Kemet, okay, see, taste, smell, hear, touch, and feel, and have intuition as us. So we must keep away from them. This is why the Medja, right, or the Magi, or right, who were an elite group of warriors, physical and solar, or some, for you newbies, spiritual warriors, who particularly watched the throne and protected the throne of the Nisu, who was reigning at the time. They were driving out the motherfuckers because they understood that they are not like us, right? So with us coming to the realization of having melanin, and that, and one of its attributes, one of the of melanin attributes is being civilized, that transition to us creating culture, creating tradition, okay? On down the line, creating ancestral traditions, ancestral systems, or as you may call African spiritual systems, okay? It's all melanin. It's all melanin. It's all melanin, okay? That's one aspect of the soul. Now, the deep, the meat and the crevice of this distinguished science we call energy. We say energy cannot be created or destroyed. Well, I beg to differ, because you know what I'm saying. You can. I just beg to differ, because if energy cannot be created or destroyed, there's millions of stars out here, okay, that's being distinguished every single day. They're made of energy. So how do you explain that, right? So Our ancestors, our Sahu, are melanized. Okay? They're carbonized. It's only melanin that can keep things going. Which is why DNA is so important, because we are our living ancestors. We come from the chain of line of our ancestors. Right? That's why it's shaped of a ladder. The DNA helix is shaped of a ladder. Okay? So it takes melanin to keep everything going, keep everything flowing. Alright? So with having so what's having a spirit? So having a spirit, okay, spirit is non-melanized. Okay, let me also add this with the soul. Because with the soul, you will never, let me put it like this. You will never hear a motherfucker say, who have great intuition about themselves and can pick up people who are like this. You will never hear a motherfucker say, oh, you have an old spirit. You don't hear a motherfucker saying that. You have an old spirit. It don't sound right. Right? It don't, speaking it don't sound right. Right? You will always hear the motherfucker say to you, if you have an old soul, you have an old soul. Your soul is ancient. Or your soul been here. Right? Because it's to put emphasis, you know what I'm saying, on how ancient you are, and also put emphasis on that your energy is continuing. You understand? In order for have manifested down here. So we continue the energy down here. Kemet says we're from Ra. We're from the sun. Meaning we are childs of the sun. We're Sa-Ra. Okay? Meaning we're continuing that light energy here. This is what our ancestors are saying. Even the Dongon tribe today still holds on to this concept. This astrological concept. Okay? Now this goes on to the play. What I was talking about in my earlier video. Solar intercommingling. Is this. The Yakub theory. Okay? Which I am, as I receive more downloads, as I am actively seeking more research about it, I'm starting to put two things together and understand that the Yakub theory is just not a theory. It's not just a theory. It is not just a theory. For another time. Alright? So I want to conclude this first half. I'm going past my 20-minute mark. Fuck it. This is great information. I said it's gonna be great information. And my passion is on high right now. I'm on a passion high, nigga, okay? So that's the distinguishment between having a soul and a spirit. Now that also put into perspective that goes down to the path with a rabbit hole of who's really human or not. In order to have human, you have to have color. Have color, you gotta have melanin. And have melanin, You have to be human by default. Mankind is something different. Only a group of people call themselves mankind, and it's the Tamu. The Tamu man and the Tamu woman. Okay? So, that's that. Let me get one more swig of water and then we're going to go into my next topic. Man, this motherfucking water hitting. It's cold as a bitch, okay? Alright, how y'all doing out there? How y'all doing out there? Take this time to acknowledge everyone real quick. I really appreciate everyone who's viewing my video right here, right now. Alright, I really appreciate y'all. Like, share, subscribe. If what I say move you any type of motherfucking way. Alright, I really appreciate y'all. Alright, so give me a little bit more of your time and we're gonna wrap this motherfucker up real nice, real smooth. So let's talk about the other part of my title for this video, because what I see is going on now, and I think this is gonna be a continuation of my last video. What I see going on is a lot of us are becoming more conscious. There's no doubt. And I'm happy. Okay? But what I am vehemently disagreeing, most definitely disagreeing, is the notion of, I see a lot of us are becoming conscious, right? We talk about separation from the white man, the white woman, the Tamu, do for self, this, that, and the third. Okay? We have all this black pride and this, that, and the third, right? All just for you to become conscious. And now I'm seeing motherfuckers talking about, you know what I'm saying, they have no ill wills, no ills of the white man, of the European, of the Tamu, man and woman, right? They want to befriend the motherfuckers, right? They want to procreate with the motherfuckers, right? They want to receive help from the motherfuckers. I'm like, whoa, hold up. I thought the entire point of getting on this ancestral journey, because that's what it is. This ancestral journey is to distinguish yourself from the Tamu. Now motherfuckers sitting up here talking about, and I don't want to call out this, I don't want to make I talk about my. Listen, I venerate Malcolm X. I venerate Malcolm X due to his militant energy and his intelligence. Okay. With Malcolm's like a love-hate relationship in a sense. You know what I'm saying? It's what the quote says: "Eat the meat, spit out the bones." Okay. So with Malcolm, before he went to Mecca, he was on his pro-black shit. He was about do for self, separate from these crackers, this, that, and the third. But once he came back home from Mecca, his whole rhetoric changed. Now he was talking about, you know what I'm saying, we have to coexist ourselves with the white folks. We have to intermingle the nation with white folks to have them behave better over here, right? Have white allies, all this white bullshit that he was talking about. This is one of the reasons why I will forever put brother Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad over Malcolm X, because this man, because Khalid never changed his rhetoric. Although I don't think he went to Mecca, but he never changed his rhetoric. You know what I'm saying? He understood that these crackers, you know, that he understood the principle of, he understood the principle of, what Dr. Layla Africa said. Just because you civilize a snake, that does not mean that a snake is not going to be a snake. Some point down the line, it's innate for a snake to be a snake, to bite you, to venomize you. You know what I'm saying? Although you civilize it, although you try to put your essence, your melanin into the motherfucker didn't want it. At some point the motherfucker didn't want it. That shit switched off. He or she went back to his normal self. Bam, got your ass. You know? That's what Khalid Muhammad understood. He understood that principle. Okay? And that's why he went so hard. You know what I'm saying? So then there's many other people who come into this ancestral walk, who are now, as I'm seeing, have no problems, you know what I'm saying, want to not distinguish themselves from the Talmud. This is in others alike. Others, and I'm talking about the Arabs, the Mongoloids, the Mongolese, okay, the Chinese, right? Hispanics, you know what I'm saying? These mulattoes, okay? We don't want to distinguish ourselves from them motherfuckers no more. That's what I'm seeing. And then listen, let me tell you motherfuckers something. Ain't much heart wajitet or heart chakra in the energy in the motherfucking world. Ain't that much solar or spiritualness in the motherfucking world. You understand me? For me to override the knowledge, the intellect that I know of these motherfuckers. They're here to set up for my motherfucking demise, and you want to get all spiritual, all solar, all ancestral, all heart chakra'd up. You know what I'm saying? Peace, king, peace, queen, peace. But a motherfucker. You know, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It really disgusts me. Man. You know, cause I take this seriously. And you know what I'm saying? I don't think a lot of people take this ancestral walk seriously. You know what I'm saying? And I see, and I peeping. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing the energy. I'm seeing a lot of motherfuckers' energy fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Your ancestors didn't endow you, didn't choose you to heal yourself and get back on the right path of the ancestral journey, and distinguish yourself in the beginning from these motherfuckers. Hate these motherfuckers because they're here for your demise, all to turn back around and be a humanitarian to these motherfuckers. Wait a minute. In order to be a humanitarian, look at the root word, human. What I just say about human? Hue, color, melanin. These other motherfuckers. What? Why are you trying to show love? Give your heart wajitat energy to to these motherfuckers and to the descendant of these motherfuckers who inception was so barbaric that your ancestors worked very hard to distinguish themselves from them. Just for you thousands of years later to be manifested, to want to humanize, to be a humanitarian to them. Does that make sense to you? Does that make sense? And see, this key detail right here really shows me who's really about that ancestral life. Who's really on that ancestral journey. You understand what I'm saying? Who's really on the right path. You understand what I'm saying? To want to be a humanitarian, show love to these group of people that I've mentioned, is so disrespectful to the Sahu. So disrespectful. So entirely disrespectful. You understand what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, while you giving all your heart, why'd you tag your heart shackle to these motherfuckers? They're going back to their communities and do what? Still competing on your ass. Still trying to get above your ass. Right? Still making concessions, right? For your demise. Still plotting and scheming to get one up over you. While you exuding love, non-hatred to these niggas, like we did in the 60s, they're going back to their communities, plotting and scheming to get up over your ass. So this is my dissertation for tonight. This is my video for tonight. We're running about going on 33 minutes. So I really appreciate you taking the time to look at this video, watch this video, listen to what I have to say. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, like, share, subscribe. If your intuition moves you, right, to do so, hit one of those hands, like or not, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's all gravy at the end of the motherfucking day. Alright? So, hey Roo, brother, hey Roo, signing out. Y'all have a great night.